Hey guys, today we will explore how to use set functions within a set modifier and set analysis. Okay, so when I say set functions, it's nothing but the possible and exclude values we have, right? Um, so when we select, we have options to either include what is possible value and what is excluded value. So we have two functions, p of and e of. So we are going to explore that. So I have this sample data set for 2 years of data, 23 and 24. I have few categories, few products, and we have customers as well. And if you might have noticed, there are few records where we don't have a customer. Okay, so this is all about the data we have. Let me quickly create a simple KPI. Let me say sum of sales. Now let me select year 23. Let me change this number format. Okay, so now for the year 2023, I have this total sales, right? And I do have customers, few records with customer, and there is one record which doesn't have a customer. So this data set is obviously going to grow. Throughout the year, we the ideally the records would increase, right, or the records would grow. We might be getting the new customers, new sales getting appended to it. But for a particular year, if I want to see sum of sales for all the records where I have a customer, right? So I can simply select all possible values, correct? So which is going to return 850. So which is excluding this null record 200, right? So yes. So this is a manual approach, and this number of customer is going to change as data increases. So instead of doing this manually, right? So we can use this function, the set function called p of, which is nothing but the possible values. So at any point of time, based on my selection, I can select all the possible values within this customer. Correct. So let's quickly explore that with a simple example. So I'm going to do sum of sales. So let me have my set here, curly brace, angle brace. So I'm going to say select only the customers, the possible value of my customer, where I'm going to repeat the set syntax. This is our inner syntax. So here within the angle braces, I'm going to pass my filter where year is equal to. I'm going to add this identifier. So year is equal to 2023. So we don't need single quotes. It's a numerical value. So what we have is here is sum of sales for all the customers for all the possible value of customer for this condition. Year is equal to 2023. So the possible function starts and ends over here. So within that we have a modifier, and this is the field. Okay. So now we see it returns 850, so which is nothing but the sum of the first five records ignoring the last record, right? So it looks for only the possible value of customer, which is nothing but this, right? 850. Now this field is optional. So when we refer to the same field, right? So when we say customer is equal to possible of customer, it is optional, whether we mention it or not. It's going to look into this field. Okay, so the result remains the same. But there are cases where you refer a different field over here and different field over here. In that scenarios, we have to explicitly mention it over here. So it could be an order date, and here I could have some master calendar date. So for all possible value of this date will be applied. So in such cases, we have to explicitly mention the field names. So now let me add one more filter to it. So along with year, let me say category is equal to single quotes, it's a string, single quotes A. So now what we get is 200, okay? So for the year 2023, for the category A, I have sum of sales as 200, and that's what we see over here, right? So it's going to take the possible value of all the customers satisfying this condition, 23 and category A. So these are the two customers who satisfy that. Similarly, in the same way how we include the possible values, we can also exclude the records by simply replacing this P with E. So I'm going to exclude this combination of records. Okay. So since A is already selected, so there is nothing to, I mean, everything is excluded here, so I don't see any value here. But when I deselect this category, yeah. So what we see is 650, which is nothing but all my category except A and all the possible value of customers, these three, excluding the null record. So what we have is 650, right? And that is what this exclude does. Okay. And one more point here is, see, it is going to exclude the category A and 2023 combination, right? So this is not hard coded. So this is a rule where we say exclude this category A. So when I select category A, obviously it's going to return 0. But when I select category E, based on my selection, this result is still going to change, right? It's not going to be fixed for this. So when I select E, it is satisfying this rule. So E is not A, which is other than A. So when I select E, I see the change in expression, I mean the result, right? So now, based on my selection, it is returning the records, the sum, which is 300. So as long as I select values other than A, I'm going to see a change. So now I selected B, I don't see a change because it falls under this customer is blank. So we have this rule. So that record is going to be excluded. But C should work. I see 550. D should work 650. So other than A, other than blank customers, all other filter selections will still have an effect on this. Okay. So hope we understood the basic idea of possible and exclude set functions, how to use that within the set modifier. Please do let me know in the comment section for any clarifications. Thanks for watching.